It is absolutely incredible how much this one simple change makes to your entire golf game and swing. I've tested this with a couple of my clients and I've done it myself down here on the TrackMan facility at the golf projects, but also out on the golf course. And I could not believe the difference with the strike, the direction, the distance, and my overall score. So keep on watching this video if you would like to learn one simple trick that's going to completely change your golf game and golf swing. It's amazing how much of a difference this really does make. So keep on watching and let's find out one simple thing you can do to help improve that strike, to help improve the direction, more distance, without even changing a single thing in your golf swing. So this simple change that I'm about to tell you actually originated in putting, from a putting coach that told a touring professional who I met years ago, Lee Slattery, who was working hard in his golf game. We went to one of his conferences down at Highley, which is around 10 minutes away from here. And he mentioned how one change in his putting made a huge difference to the strike, the direction, and holding more putts. A couple of weeks ago, I was really struggling with my game, just playing out on the golf course, not shooting the greatest of scores. And I thought, you know what, that's a good thing to try. And I noticed a huge difference in a matter of minutes. This is something that has revolutionized how I go through my pre-shot routine, how I stand to the ball, where I'm focusing on hitting the golf ball, literally focusing on hitting the golf ball. What I'm about to show you right here, right now is something so simple. Just one little change in where we focus on looking on the golf ball to see better strike, more distance, more accuracy. So in simple terms, when we usually set up to the golf ball, we're just looking at the golf ball, right? We're trying to hit the golf ball. What if I was to tell you to put a little marker on a dimple on the golf ball and have that dimple pointing somewhere on the right hand side of the golf ball? Call it the trail and lead side, like lead foot and trail foot, just to keep things simple for you left-handers watching this. So the trail side of the golf ball, right in the sort of top hand corner here. So when I'm looking at this here, I'm really focusing and dialing in on this point, which is going to help a couple of things. It's going to take any unwanted pressure away from your mind, thinking, okay, I need to hit this, I need to remember things that I need to do in my golf swing, because we're here to play golf now on the golf course. We're here to shoot scores. Doesn't matter how, we're here to shoot better scores. So we shouldn't be really focusing too much on points in the swing, any sort of positioning, anything like that. We should be focusing on one thing, and that's improving our scores, to shoot the lowest score possible in the round we are playing. Rather than focusing on positionings, focus on a very small dimple on the golf ball from a setup position and address. You really focus on one of those dimples as opposed to the entire golf ball. Especially with irons, it's going to improve that dynamic loft, that angle of attack into the golf ball, because you're really focusing on hitting just under that dimple, just on that trail side of the golf ball, to get that compression, to get that trajectory and improve the overall golf shot. And what I noticed when I started trying this was a bit weird, because I was sort of like, geez, I'm just focused on one tiny little dimple, but it makes you really concentrate on hitting that specific spot. Just underneath it, obviously, we're going to be hitting, but if we focus on a specific spot and try and hit that spot directly out the middle of the face, I understand we can't quite do this after the first tee shot, but you can certainly focus on a dimple on that side. Think about it this way. If we go into focus on a certain dimple on the right hand side, to the trail side of the golf ball, and we make our swing to come to hitting it, just think how much easier it's going to be striking the golf ball. Rather than thinking, okay, I need to get that entire golf ball to hit this club face. Sounds a bit daft, you know, like I'm talking basic golf here, but it's just a simple thing that helps me and other clients that I've coached change their golf swing. It's amazing how easy this really does make for you out on the golf course. It's good to focus on those swing changes that you're trying to implement, whether it's like an Alex Noren rotating this way and hard and left, or you're trying to get more of an into-out path, a little bit more release in your game. Whatever it is, do those practice swings beforehand. Focus on those first in your pre-shot routine. Have a couple of practice swings, walk away, get ready to sort of walk into the shot. Really take your eye on that dimple that you want to be focusing on, that you're choosing to be focusing on. Set up ready to hit the golf ball. Really focus on that dimple there and just focus on that point. Forget about everything else and just hit it. And as you noticed before, the shot I hit earlier was straight. The shot I've hit just then with this 7-iron, I've nearly hit perfectly straight. I honestly couldn't believe the difference it made in my golf swing. I went from something like 3 degrees into out to nearly bang on perfect. Well, in fact, perfect. Too perfect with the club path 0.0 with a minus 0.1 degree face angle. So hit a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching.